All right. So, oops. Oh, weird. I'm getting crazy delay audio crap. What's going on here? So I can totally hear myself, and that's not normal. And I didn't change anything on my. Oh, I know. I'm an idiot. There we go. That's weird to hear like that. That Twitch delay. All right. So let's see. Why does that show up? That's very strange. It's still there. Can you guys can see that? Why can you guys see that? That's so weird. So I have to nuke this? Wow, sorry. Totally like not pro streamer here. You guys can see the text like thing here, right? Like I tried to put down the countdown timer and it's got this lame. I don't know. This is very strange. Also, this audio's it's got to go down. And I'm gonna nuke it. What? This is like totally. Yeah. All right. Okay. Much less distracting. All right. Oh, you guys couldn't see it? That red text box? You guys couldn't see that? That's weird because on OBS it was telling me that you guys could see that. Steven, tell me if you guys could see the red empty box. No? Oh, okay. So I was worried about nothing. Okay, well. All right, well, okay. Finally, let's get started. Okay, so welcome to Game Design Club. We're going to talk. I got to turn down this dang desktop. That is distracting audio, you guys. Yeah, you did see the red box. Aha! Oh, you don't know about the red box. Okay. Damn it. All right. Well, it would have been. Okay. Well, I'll leave it for next time. I know how to set that up. It's no big deal. Okay. So, you guys all voted for I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger licking good dating simulator. Okay. And I know you guys were like, he, let's make Jeff play a dating sim. But joke's on you, because, yeah, I played them before. It's not my first choice of game. Dating sims are kind of. Boy, this audio. Dating sims are. They are what they are, right? Interesting. They're kind of related, right? Through a narrative. They're very narrative heavy, right? They have to be because there is a story that's being told, and player choice is very very important. However, the player choices instead of being um, sort of driven narratively um, through decision trees are much more like character based and character driven. So it's actually an easier way to do it. Although you're going to make a lot of content that may never get seen. So a lot of things that we talked about last time are still valid. Um, you know, I don't know. So before we start, does anybody have anything that they want to talk about in their playthrough before you guys watch me stumble my way through this advergaming? That's another thing that we haven't talked about yet. That this is advergaming. Oh, that's nice. You guys can see my other computer here in the background. Let's turn this off. That's not distracting. No? So nobody has any thoughts? You guys didn't play it at all? You just thought it'd be funny to make me play it? I'm going to wait. No thoughts. You guys are voting for games that you're not playing yourself. Yes, there is still a Dream Daddy playthrough. That is quite funny because we've yeah. I know, right? So the people that show up are the ones that vote for a game that would be fun to play, not a chore to play. But that's okay because there's a lot to be learned from this. Uh, Advergaming is something that we don't really talk about too much. So all the people in chat all voted for Civ. So why the hell are we sitting here playing this? You guys. Um, well, let's talk Advergaming a little bit. So why do you guys think, or what do you think the difference is? No, we're not going to swap unless this is super short. Um, what do you guys think the difference is for an adver game versus a normal game? What would you say could be the difference, or would you guess would be the difference? Yeah, Austin says to sell a product. Yeah, so the point here of I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger looking good dating simulator. Um, this was a very successful adver game, right? This kind of blew up for a little bit. Um, right. So Austin says like how Star Wars makes most of their money from toy products. Yes and no, right? So I think the toy selling is a byproduct of the success of the movie. And has continued to be something that they did generally were working towards. But in that case, there's sort of two core tracks that are working side by side concurrently. Here, right, the goal of this thing is to hmm, it's not necessarily to sell chicken, right? This dating simulator is not going to make you run out and order or go down to your local KFC and get a bucket of chicken. That's not the point. The point is to it's in my mind, and again, I'm just guessing here, but I would guess that it's brand recognition and brand awareness, right? So, like I talked before, I mentioned this before, and I think the previous stream, where I talked a little bit about the concept of brand awareness, in that you need to get your product in front of people at least around 7 times before they start to register that, hey, this is a thing that I know about and remember, so that when I drive by the KFC, I might remember, oh, I kind of remember some stuff about that. Okay. And your brain's going to start to make little connections, and you might start to register and you might get a sale then. And so, the point, obviously, this I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger looking good dating simulator, is not to sell chicken. It's to raise your brand awareness so that when you think about KFC, you have positive feelings about KFC, right? Steven says, our advertising based cartoon franchises has been amazingly successful with Transformers, He Man, She-Ra, TMNT. Advertising based live action has produced the Geico Caveman. That did not go well, right? And in this case, they're not making right. They're not making a cartoon. They're making a game, right? And this game is a game is not like a cartoon because it's not something that's going to last. And I don't think they expect you to come back to this, right? Dating simulators are not highly replayable usually. Um, you might try some different options here and there, but they're not super sticky. And when we say sticky in the game industry, we mean like super replayable, and it's going to keep players around. Like CS:GO is still the number one most played game on Steam every single day. You can go look at the Steam stats, and you'll see CS:GO is still number one. 15 years later or whatever. So a dating simulator is not super sticky, right? Yeah, TW2 is still up there. Yeah, all the classics are still up there because they're super sticky. They get you to stick around. They have built-in mechanics to make you stick around. Okay. So advergaming is, the goal of an adver game is yes, that is a game dev's dream, is to make a sticky game, right? That's why you see companies like EA say we're never making another single player game again because a single player game doesn't have the stickiness of keeping you on and playing it, right? And when there's a hub like Steam, right, that has a reminder system that's going to pop up, right? So when I play um, uh, CS:GO, all of my friends in my network get that little in-game notification that says, "Hey, Jeff is playing CS:GO," and that's one of the 7 times that you need to see something, right, to trigger some stuff in your brain. But also, sorry, to build up that brand awareness, but also that's it. Hey, oh, I like that game, uh, right? I'll go join Jeff playing that game, right? So uh, there's a self-reinforcing thing. So Steam rewards games like that, and they just kind of grow because it's an exponential based thing, right? It's a node network that's happening, right? Me and all my friends, that's a node network. So as soon as that notification goes out to my whole node network, if then one of them picks it up and starts playing it, that node network pops out that little reminder, right? So it's like a spreading effect, right? Um, it causes a virality, which is what you want as a game designer. You want everybody playing your game. Okay, sorry, that was a tangent. We haven't even gotten to start playing the game yet. Okay, so those were the main um, differences for an Advergame. Sky says, I disagree with EA's assessment. Games with randomly generated content like the Binding of Isaac and Civ still get played all the time. Yeah, because they're sticky. So that's what they mean. They mean cinematic AAA. So like they're not going to make, although they did, so they went back on their word, right? Because with what was the last Star Wars game that they did? That was by the Respawn guys. Um, they did go back on their word and they remade that. But what they mean is just stickiness, right? So yeah, Fallen Order. So they mean stickiness. They mean we're not going to make something that doesn't have some virality to it, right? So randomly generated content games like Binding of Isaac or somewhat to some degree Civ, right? Because those are different experiences every time, they're sticky, right? I'm going to go back and I'm going to play Civ and I'm going to play Civ and I'm going to play Civ because um, that has a stickiness to it. Now it doesn't have the multiplayer aspect. Civ. I mean, Civ does have a multiplayer, but it's not sticky in those quick match type things. So it loses out a little bit of that. But that's really what EA meant when they were talking about that. Is that they want to focus on games that have stickiness to them that make you want to replay them. Okay, because replaying this, you know, spreads virality. Although Origin launcher doesn't really have a node network system, or at least it's not as good as Steam's. So there's some you got to kind of question the validity of their thought process there because they don't put those mechanics inside of their own launcher. Okay, so there was my aside on that. All right, my son just is laughing at me that we had to play this game. All right, so let's finally get started. Let's get through this. Okay, new game. Yay. Welcome, Chef. Before we get started, tell us your name. I'll show you guys that's my kind of one of my gamer tags that I go by. One of. So there are other El Jefes out there, so don't just automatically friend me or whatever if you see it. It might not be me. I have to say that the UI here is a little weirdly non-responsive. Right, those buttons that I went over before, they made audio keys, but there wasn't any like uh, uh, feedback on the mouse over, right? So normally what we would do is have a switch out or do something with the buttons so that it would tell you that you've visually telling you that there was a change. And like, look, the confirm button doesn't have a mouse over key. Oh, it's just down really low. I'll turn the audio back up. Sorry. Is that better? Can you guys hear the audio now? Still hear nothing. Okay, because it's just down really low. Well, it's just the game also, the audio is quiet. Is that better? Okay, everybody's saying good. Okay, I'm going to catch up to chat here. Sorry. It's weird. There is one for the name animation. Still very quiet. I tend to prefer dating in games where it's an RPG and you can woo your fighting partners between battles for in-game epilogue scenes and such. And I think somebody else was saying, "Oh, this is like such a special game. It's a work of art." You know, it's silly, and you know, it caused a sensation on Steam and you know in on Twitch because it was, you know, a silly stream attention grabbing type thing, right? Like, ha ha ha, Colonel Sanders dating simulator. That's ridiculous. So yes, we'll stream that. Which is exactly what the you know, what KFC got excited for, right? I agree. This is good music. Okay, so I got all distracted. Let's start playing the game again. All right, confirm. I'm getting hungry. Aren't you guys getting hungry? I need to go get some KFC. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Or you could wake up now. First day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh God, that chicken alarm. It's terrible. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That's a long title. UCSAL. I'm going to UCSAL. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. All right, you guys like the poster of the chicken? I do too. Ooh, foreshadowing, right? And then like, look, there's, you know, this is the KFC colors, and oh, that looks like a box of chicken, right? Like, lots of foreshadowing. I don't know. Should we play this where you guys make the choices for me? What do you think? I'll wait for chat to catch up. Do you guys want to make these choices? Daydream? There it is, daydream. It's here finally. Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit, and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Wow, they really were not skimping on the advert part of the game. Yikes, you're in such a hurry. In fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets, get it, buckets, as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy of Learning. For learning, sorry. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met. You absolutely love her for it. Good morning, El Jefe. Are you excited for your first day of the rest of our lives? Oh, actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the? Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to read all these? Is this super wordy? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? You will fail because you're not as good as me. Classic Miriam, raised by a master chef parent, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. What? I didn't even get a choice to respond? But the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters. 3-day only semester! Yeah, right? Quicksand box? I get it. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3-day only semesters. I'm just going to say, like, what could you possibly learn in 3 days? Come on. Sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she's got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. I agree, that school is scamming them. Should you pep talk her or change? Yeah, right. So I wonder how much what's the tuition for Culinary Academy School of Learning or whatever it is. All right, so should I pep talk her or change the subject to school gossip? Gossip. It's hard to see Miriam like this and frankly quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you change the subject to something more interesting. All summer, I've been hearing of rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled at this school. Ooh, who could it possibly be? Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about in the school message board? Any new deets? Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harlan. He's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He has had them ever since he was born. From an egg. An egg like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it could line up with some other rumors I've heard. Like I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Uh-oh, here's the bully. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil. She can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave El Jefe shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Yeah. You can't stand Ashley. But her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. I don't know why you guys like this. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van. Oh, God, you guys. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Yeah, you guys should regret voting for this game, because you have to watch me play it. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think that they just hand us our diplomas now. Well, I mean, with just 3-day semesters, so. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Yeah, right? Like the outfit, I mean, it's so bad. This whole thing is just so over the top. I think that's supposed to be. They say, somebody in chat said he looks like he's from JoJo, right? And I think he's supposed to be. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Was that a fart? Did he just fart? Oh my god, wow. Reach forward and easily pull the door open. is going on right now? I don't... What? I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop Pop. He's old. Could someone like this be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Yeah, like foreshadowing. Is his dad Colonel Sanders? Hi, Pop. I'm El Jefe. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? So, here's a quick annoyance in the game design here. Why did they just make me click for one sentence? Like, what was the difference there? Why did I have to click that? Why did I have to click that? Well, no, okay, so because it was a different person, I get that, but... Yeah, that's annoying. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of me. Is it just me or is he kind of cute? What? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. So let's see, is the math right on the board? Oh, you can't tell. It's random nonsense math. Bucket of chicken. Bucket of chicken. I'm sure we're supposed to know who this is too, right? Are the options for text settings? There might be. I don't know. I'm not going to bother with this. I want to find, like, come on, there has to be Easter eggs, like, somewhere else in here. Yeah, no, I agree, Sky. So the fade in and transitions and the scenes, like, this is really well done. It's just super cringy Advergame. Alright, so I stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Scruffy looking Pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Yeah, you're right. That probably is the CEO, right? Like that's what I would put in if it were my game. So I'm being taught by a corgi, Chef Corgi. Alright, now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of... Oh, good, they shortened it. UCSAL. The hypotenuse of a bucket of chicken. I agree. What's the quadratic formula of a bucket of chicken? You must be head... Oh, you read this already. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Yes, of course. That's a good VFX. I love that. That's fantastic. Are those feathers or are they leaves? They're feathers. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals. That's not cherry blossom petals, those are feathers. Get out of here with your cherry blossom petals. Feel the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then, here he comes, guys. Are you ready? The dragon TMR. This is definitely a scam. The school is tricking you. Yeah, no, I'm on an LSD trip, right? He walks in. Oh, so dreamy. You're really swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. The Sander pie. I also think it's funny that they took the traditional representation of the Colonel and made him much thinner and trimmer, right? So if you are eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, you are not this trim. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland, Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hush murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. The feathers are from the meat grinder. Yeah. I agree. Sweat begins to beat across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over there must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. But are they trying to... Does that mean they're insulting me? Maybe we should open that window back up there before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Who are they talking about? You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? They played us like a damn fiddle. Ashley! Oh, this is fun. A single option. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. If that's like, why is that an option? Why wouldn't that just be like a descriptor card down here like they normally do? Fake choices, right? Fake choices. Maybe is it like New Game Plus Plus and then like I get more choices later? That would be friggin' ridiculous. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Woohoo! Yeah, I agree. It would have been way better if it was like a chubby Colonel Sanders. Please, use my handkerchief. Oh, I like the pose. It's like a Shakespearean actor. God dang. This is over the top, you guys. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. And maybe I would have had a different choice there if I had put the deodorant on, right? So I rushed out because I daydreamed and I went out without deodorant. This can't be your first interaction. What if he forgets this moment? What if he never forgets this moment? Oh, here we go. How would you respond? Take the handkerchief or refuse the handkerchief? What do you think, guys? Exactly. Notice me, senpai. Which one, guys? Take it, take the handkerchief. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief over it. Why wouldn't it be a napkin? It should be a paper napkin, right, from the restaurant. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. I can't. It smells like the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Wow, you guys. Wow. Okay. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and get some ground rules. Set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world! The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Wait, well, who? You can't just say that and not, like, give proof. Prove your assertions, dog! Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. There will be blood. Colonel Sanders' Battle Arena. That's next, right? And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. I called it. Then you will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Many will enter, one will leave. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? See, I think I'm going to do this to you guys. When you come into my classes late, I'm going to freaking call you out. Okay. Don't recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Aw, poor guy. Make them suffer. No mercy, only chicken. I agree. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Wow, they're all so mean to this guy. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. I don't agree with that. You guys can be late. Just not too late. And don't walk in front of me. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. A droid. Cooking droid. Is that like the Kentucky Fried Chicken, like, 3rd year student? Yeah. But in the same class, in like an intro class? Yeah. Oh, is that a chicken grinder? Is that what that is? Oh god. That's messed up, man. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classrooms. As everyone stands in silent obedience, he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. Oh, I just carry around treats? Alright, which one, guys? I mean, obviously the game wants you to give him a chicken snack. But what will you choose? I agree, chicken snack. Sprinkles Dog, yes. So if he goes by Professor Dog, his name is Sprinkles Dog? Yeah. Can your students bribe you with snacks? That's a great question. Could they? I don't know. No one's ever tried. Was that too subtle? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. And it's got to be chicken. And yeah, it's got to come from your pocket. Only then will I accept your bribe. Please don't. His favorite. How did I know? Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. Wow. Sprinkles. That's just unacceptable. I'm going to file an ethics complaint against you. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Just realized something. Dogs can't eat chicken bones. There's no bones. No bones. Alright. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay them no mind. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats. Favorite seats? That's kind of weird. You're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. No, a dilemma. A 3-day semester and they're wasting so much time. I agree. Let's get down to it. Let's cook some damn chicken already. El Jefe, there's a seat here. Oh, Colonel Sanders. Why, Colonel Sanders? It seems that no one has claimed a seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options. Which will you choose? I mean, come on. Come on. Go for Sanders. I agree, right? Let's not beat around the bush. We got 3 days. When are we adopting 3-day semesters? Well, you kind of did that this last COVID semester we just went through. Okay. You moved to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears as he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Unprepared student, get out of my class! Thanks for offering me this seat. Is this his 2 poses? He doesn't have a pen in his pocket. That's a napkin. I've only had 2 rules. You can do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only what? It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Who are you trying to lecture? What are you trying to lecture me on? Dude, you're in culinary school too. That's so inspiring. There's a marker pen? Where? Where? I see no pen. Was it maybe in a different pose? All right. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into the seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! Time for a pop quiz! That's okay. I believe you. I believe you that there is a pen. It's okay. This incredibly important and surprising short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. So design thing, time design thing. So when you're talking about the pen there, that's one of those things there. When you write copy text for games, oftentimes you don't know what the graphics are going to look like. So that's why you get these inconsistencies, right? So you probably wrote all this stuff, right? So you wrote that, oh, he didn't have any pens or pencils or anything. And at the same time, the art's being made, and then you get the art, and it's like, oh, nobody had time to sit and check that, right? So that's often why you see those type of things. It's super common. It's super easy to do because you can't, like, time is moving so fast, you don't have time to game development moves so fast, you don't have time to like check those type of things. That would be great if you did, right? And a AAA studio might have enough time to do that, but obviously, something like this, there's no way. Okay, this incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Shouldn't that maybe have come before I paid you the tuition? Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? No, it's America. Yeah. I agree. Money first. All right. Which one? Which one, guys? Wash your damn hands. That's right. Especially these days, right? Forest is to tree as chicken is to night vision goggles. I'm waiting. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? N? Option N? What's option N? B, a meat tenderizer? Spork? Spork? It is not a spork. Well, no, we have to ace the test, right? Come on. I cannot do it. I have to ace it. What food is best for a broken heart? Pancakes? Camel? It's obviously A, but I'm waiting to see what you guys say. Salt. All right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Best boy, right? Come on. I'm doing it. I'm not even waiting for you guys. All dogs are best boys. I mean, come on. See, we did it. We aced it. I can go. I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna go to this culinary school. Did I cheat? How would you, Professor Dog? How could you think that? You're right. There's the pen. I see it. Yeah, polled the audience. I totally cheated. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh, Colonel Sanders. Hot diggity. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Maybe Sanders Senpai will notice us now. I think that he did. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Ha ha ha. Oh ho ho. Oh, Professor Dog. You cad. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. Really? Plastic chairs? I mean, really? Okay. It makes sense that the school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. That was a short class, I agree. Well, I mean, if it's a three-day semester, makes sense, right? The Stewart Cafeteria, I'm sure that's something. Is that the CEO? It's probably the CEO, right? No cushions. I agree. No cushions. This looks suspiciously like a KFC dining area. Must be our lunch. Smells crazy good. Oh, this guy. Everyone, can I have your attention? Roger Eaton is the CEO? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. Who cares? Why would we care? You see, howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But lunch. Oh my god, the clicking. You guys, the clicking. I mean, I get it. Okay, game design timeout. Why do you guys think they're making me click so much? I'll sit here and twiddle my thumbs while I wait. But it's not interaction, right? So, yeah. So that at least I am doing something, even though I'm not really having any choice right now for delicious KFC, right? It's fake interaction, right? So it's just like at least I have to click to make buttons, and I am staying engaged, right? Even though I'm not being presented with options. All right, so I hold my breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Do you think this guy's like fake Colonel Sanders, and then the other guy that we're not supposed to like is the Colonel Sanders? Do you think that's it? Oh, I'm so hungry. I do have to say, the VFX here are phenomenal. Do you guys see the steam? The enticing steam and aromas of the 11 herbs and spices. I'm suddenly hungry. You think he's the final boss? Yeah. Alright. So Colonel Sanders filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Yeah, right? Like, a bucket of chicken. Your stomach begins to grumble. Grumble? I don't think I've ever heard that term. I think it's supposed to be your stomach rumbles. Stop thinking, start eating. For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to... Oh god. So now they're drilling into my brain. Adverbraining. Look around, notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. It's a KFC-specific emotion. It would have a TM, though, on it, right? If it was grumbling, my stomach is grumbling for some KFC. Yes, that's a Bruce poster behind me. I just don't have it hanging up. Okay. But that's all I'll say about that. Oh, so mysterious. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. Get out of here, Van. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. that even... I don't get it. Do you guys get that? Is that like a sick burn, or like it's like really bad? I think it's really bad. Not well written. Yeah. Okay. What do you got, Ashley? Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Do you guys notice that on her tights is chicken? Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful, and I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Oh, God. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Right? So how could you have evil, bitter and evil body language? Like, what is that? She realized that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. She got chicken legs. I agree. Well, Van Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. God, this is so cringy. I don't know how. I can't. Civ. Why didn't you guys pick Civ? He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold on to his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. I know. Everyone that's here picked Civ. I have to make it so that you must show up. Alright. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. I did bring this on myself. I agree. But only because it's a ridiculously successful version of Advergaming. Because somebody had mentioned the Chex Quest one. And I mean, if you're gonna analyze something, let's not half analyze something. Like, this is like over the top. This is over the top. Yeah, you guys are enjoying watching it. I'll bet you didn't play it, did you? Did you? Did you? Anyway. Alright. You take one of your pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket. Why would there be quotes around the bucket? It's a bucket. Sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. See, right there, oh, they missed. That's a missed opportunity, right? Should have gone to the, you know how they did the bucket before? It should have gone to a piece steaming and stuff. I played Civ 2, I'm not gonna lie. There it is. Okay. With your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I'm weightless in the void of chicken goodness. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. I have reached nirvana. Right, so which option, you guys? The truth of the universe is fried chicken. Is that what this Colonel I love you Colonel Sanders dating simulator is telling me? Oh, he clearly put LSD in his chicken. I agree. The eldritch truth. Oh, you guys. All right, well, you have to make a choice. He's trying to summon Cthulhu. All right. B. Savor the moment. Culinary heart. Although I feel like they could have done a little better here in this graphic. Right? There's no chicken. Where's the chicken? What a guy. Why would I say that? I should have said something about the chicken. All right. Anything with Colonel Sanders in it? That's the obvious. The, what? There's chicken drumsticks floating in the galaxy? There are? I don't see them. Oh, you're saying that's what it should be. Yes, I agree, right? Missed opportunity here, guys. I didn't even know. Like, this has been here the whole time, and I haven't clicked it. I don't. I don't know. It's got to be options right now. So, after tasting his food, you try and get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Ooh. No options. Why make this an option if it's not an option? Game designers. Oh, he smiles ever so softly as I approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Sauce? Dipping sauces? I agree. I wonder if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. Oh no, yeah, this could definitely use a bunch more stuff. But I mean, Advergame, the budget's probably very small for this. So why is he sweating all of a sudden? What? Because I'm asking him what was on the chicken. I will also say, from a weird side perspective here. KFC has a weirdly pro-tech view of things. I know that they were one of the first to do a VR training simulator, so that when you start working, they had it was an Oculus Rift app that you would use to start your training, and they're also usually forward thinking on a lot of this type of stuff. So it's just kind of interesting that a fast food company is at the forefront of tech, although really kind of not, I guess. I know they were the first to, not KFC, but I know that fast food does innovate technologically as much as they can to speed things up and increase profit margins. Oh, so I'm asking, what was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. Oh my God. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open up a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Yeah, right. He whipped the cane out of nowhere. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Oh, I do. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Who uses the phrase moxie? Yeah, kid, you got moxie. Suddenly we're back in the 1940s here, Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use, what? Censored! No, and I clicked it and changed it. No, I didn't get to read the whole thing. Censored? Wow. You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. I didn't notice. Yeah, redacted. Drugs. The answer was drugs. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. Colonel's chicken is people. You guys. So I didn't notice that he disappeared, and I go walk looking for him, and I find him immediately. Why? Why did we transition outside? Oh, it's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. Soylent Colonel. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together the first time, you figure out now's the perfect moment to show him your personality. Nag him to show your strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional agreement to spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Come on, guys, which one? Do I assert my dominance? Do I be modest but thoughtful? Modest it is. Oh, hearts. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment. I'm sure you'll be a big success. You know, we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Why do they keep putting him in that pose? We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Cooking arena! Where the afternoon's lesson will take place, each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Apparently, I take every class with the same group of people, obviously. Got to ease your way in there. Take over the company when he suffers an accident. We have learned absolutely nothing so far. Well, you've learned a little bit about game design, I hope. Yes, it's suddenly MasterChef. All right, a blatant MasterChef ripoff. Or Iron Chef. Wait a sec. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, cooking-wise? Yeah, of course not, because that's not the point. The point is buy chicken. You're not going to blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans. Crowd of fans, really, at Culinary Academy? You're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, and it's our one professor. Apparently we have one professor. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Oh, here it comes. Colonel Sanders. Yep, I pounced on Colonel Sanders. A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Yeah, I agree. If they taught you about cooking, you'd shop less at KFC. There shall be no cooking lessons here. Oh, poor Miriam. Oh, she gets the two leftovers. Two top partners. Who to choose? She's going to ask me to pick for her? Yeah, that's so realistic, right? Which one? I mean, does it matter? It might matter. If they were smart, it would matter. But, Clank it is. Cook with a robot. Okay. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of the school is even at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up, begins to roll back and forth. Warp. That's... What's Pop holding behind in his right hand? A giant chef knife so he can stab people. Don't even know the... Well, it is... You know, it's America, so it would probably be a gun, not a knife. Alright, technically Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Organs or a bomb. Tissue, I hardly know you. That was not a joke. Why is the robot blinking? To humanize him. Right, we just cast him as a romantic attachment here to our poor friend. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on doing our own classwork. This class, okay, so right now I've had about enough of this game. I don't know about you guys, but this is getting tedious. I probably have, another half hour of this stupid game. All right, you two, for today's lessons, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Let me guess. Chicken! Steak tartare. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potato and gravy. Gee, which one do you think we're supposed to pick? Calamari. You guys want me to pick the octopus? Is that what just happened? So we blow it? Alright, we're blowing it. Trying something exotic. Maybe a dish that incorporates octopus in some way. I'm more of a down-home type of chef myself. What about something that go with me here, walks on land? Certain species of octopus that do leave the water. For instance, have you heard about the Abadophus aculet? I can't even pronounce it. Wow. Yeah, no, he did not like that. Look at his... Oh, he's got like an anger thing going on. Yeah. You guys told me to pick the calamari. The world is a truly marvelous place. He's not happy. I did not get heart points. Oh, dude, the music. It sounds like you're describing one of my senior traditions. You're trying to steal my thunder. What's with all the hostility today? Has the competition been moved up to today? I dare you try and muscle in on my culinary territory. Nobody better touch a cephalopod without going to me first. Ridiculous. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Somebody's messing in on any specific specimen-based assignment. You could cut the tension in here with a chef's knife, which makes sense because the chef's knife is with the chef. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I gotta get the music. Oh, look, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter! We're going potatoes and gravy. Mashed potatoes and gravy. I doubt the human because those working on the ingredients so delicate. Probably stick to microwave for dishes. I'm not reading all that. Yeah, the music is aggressive. Don't go down. As I complement your shadows, you take failure. Nothing about this makes sense, but nothing is clear. She's coming from the Colonel if you don't watch out. Haha! And if El Jefe and Batman are both so inclined to concede, perhaps they should go there together. Oh wow, this is a long drawn out conversation. I'm about to just blow through. I'm not reading this. Okay. Heard Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Oh gosh. Who should we ask for backup? We haven't treated Marion very well. You think she would really have our back? I don't know. Something tells me, though, that this is a false choice. Only the Colonel. Only the Colonel. Partners chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format. Okay. Colonel Sanders confirm that you're on the same page, and I choose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? The business respects all fair agreements from contract to handshakes. I took on El Jefe as a partner in this company, and I stand by it. Apparently this company, PsyOps, has a better dating simulator for rich and something. Well, of course, I would assume that KFC would only approach... I'm sure that the company didn't approach KFC to say, we're dying to make a Colonel Sanders dating simulator, right? So I'm sure that they had experience with it. KFC had the idea. So somebody at the marketing department said, hey, this would be a good idea. So let's contact a company that's good at this stuff to do this, right? And also, if they already have an existing framework, it would be a lot faster for them and cheaper to develop. So it makes sense. Right, I agree. He's like, oh, I'm a businessman, so I stand by my contract. Right, and we have him. We have him, right, because we know one of the secret ingredients, right, even though it was redacted. In theory, we could spill our guest. Spill, God, this music is freaking aggressive. Being defended by Colonel Sanders is feeling proud and full of potential. Oh, yes, of course. Look for sprinkles. You know, so he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darnold's few corgis in a short stature. Get down at the station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. The track of that line had already crushed the boiled potatoes in a perfectly clean match texture. Right, so it didn't make sense. It didn't make any difference. We have to sleep with one eye open. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat. He produces from thin air, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Yeah, okay, turn it down because that's a little ridiculous. There you go. Oh, the steamy mashed potatoes. Dude, the VFX on the steam is legit. They did a good job. God. Why did you guys pick this game? Okay. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out for you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Oh, the two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Oh, you guys. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Together you deep up. I did bring this on myself, Sky. I did bring this on myself. I did mention it. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling a sporkful... Oh, the music. You fling a sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Take that! Dude, come on, it should have it on her. That would be easy. Oh. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? No, get out of here, Van. You suck. Hold on right there, El Jefe. We do not waste food at the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Oh, God. This character is horrible. Why did they include this character? Van rushes back over it, a covered dish in his hand. How does he even... What is... Can't... What is... Like that? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal, gaze upon my specialty. Is that on a battle axe? Is he presenting it on a battle axe? Did we just wander into... we want plates. Is that what just happened? Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in a silky saltwater sauce. Landed on a battle axe blade forged with my supreme chef ancestors. Oh, that's SFX was excellent. The axe blade, the shing, excellent. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. Like, what is going on right now? The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Wait, what just happened? No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. May have turned it in the process. The results could be toxic. Nondescript guy's gonna die. Sky says, I can't believe KFC funded this nonsense. It did so well. It blew up so much on the internet. all the Twitch streamers were playing it, it gave them so much free advertising. Like, the cost that they spent on this was minimal compared to what you would spend on TV advertising. All right, too late. He's gonna die. Oh, and then he just runs off. I don't feel so good. It killed him. What? This got dark fast. Wait a minute. What just happened here? What? Is it because I chose the octopus? Everyone is dying? This is ridiculous. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd, and they're emotionless as statues. What? Did he die or not? Oh, he survived because he eats everything. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. I agree, Sprinkles. Ghost of student. Hello, I just turned into a ghost over here. Nobody cares, dude. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Come on. In the cafeteria, Van said he uses poison. You're right, he did. The kid dies. So annoying. Uh-oh, it's night. The school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Uh-oh, it's about to get romantic out here. Yes. Oh, my. Oh, Colonel Sanders. This is so over the top. Before you go on, I want you to know that there's not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Look at the concern on his face. Colonel Sanders. Yes, El Jefe. There's something I need to tell you. Oh, no! Van, you jerk. There's something I need to tell you first. Uh-oh. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. What nonsense. Right, I agree. Shut up, I'm the one here who gets to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. I agree, dude. Get out of here. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed the guy? Can't prove that. Yeah, I could. Hands. Also, why is he jumping and doing that? Like, what? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What just happened? What? What? The spork monster. I'm here to fight a hero. This is such utter nonsense. I do not understand what's going on. Yeah, and of course he runs off. My cooking's good. You take that back, Josh. How dare you threaten me just as I was laying down my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Colonel Sanders, fight! Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Yes, minigame. Excellent. Do we get actually... Oh. Really? We can't get better than this? I say boo. Alright, what should we do? Attack or defend? Defend it is. What? Why give me... Okay, game designer, whoever you are, that's super disappointing right there. I mean, if you're gonna put it in, put it in. Don't fake it. I mean, it's not like it's that hard either. Come on. Sorry, I had to allow something in chat. I took 1 damage. Alright, let's attack. Is there any... There we go, okay. Cook with love or chow down? Chow down? I think that's the wrong choice. But you guys both picked it. Alright. 2 damage. Okay. Little camera shake there. That was good, but if you say he grows larger, make the picture grow larger. Well, defending did nothing, right? Start near the bottom so he can watch you devour him. Let's attack again. It's the only thing that's working, right? Oh, cook with love. 1 damage, so you guys were correct. Utilitensile. 2 damage. Well, defending did nothing, right? Which one is it, guys? Attack, defend, attack, and defend. Love again? You think I'll get to even love again? Right. Well, it's utter nonsense, right? Austin, is that there's no indicator of what my health is. So my guess is that it actually doesn't matter what's happening right now. It's all fake. Yeah, it's a skip button, right? Because this is all fake. It doesn't really matter. Right, so it doesn't matter what I choose. Yeah. Someone's energy of 1,000 chickens, so like, not really that much energy. Dude, the VFX here are on point. Like, that is awesome. Look at the aura is freaking great. And the art is great, like how his chest, like, that's ridiculous. Pot pie power pinch. 10 damage. Defeated. You saved me. Oh, there's the VFX again. Finish him or mercy? What do you think? Oh God, you guys are mixed. Yes, all the budget went into the VFX. Oh gosh. Eat him. I can't tell. All right, we'll go for the kill. Seems like more of you are into that. Finish him. I get to finish him. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Yes. That's a good joke. I love it. Dude, I had that the whole time. Why didn't I use that? Oh, I get a special item. A cookbook. But upon closer inspection, it looks to be so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. But they skimped on the VFX. This one's not in motion. Oh, bummer. And I find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand quiet at night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. Wouldn't my blood always be pumping? As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. And I faint. Borko's the annoying student? I think it was, because that's the only one that we didn't meet, right? Oh, Colonel, alone in my room. Scandalous. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it home without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. I feel like this one could have been better. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. I agree. How did he know where I lived? We dream of the void. Oh, that's excellent. How stupid. The VFX team here did a really good job. The designer needs to work on things a little bit, because I feel like this is all totally not... my choices don't really matter. The Colonel knows all. Colonel is love. Colonel is life. Or is Colonel the way? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not so much a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. He's not secretly planning to kill me. I meet up with my annoying bestie and tell her about the encounter of the spork monster. She launches into a story of her own. Did she hook up with the robot? But I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Oh, of course. We are the next recipe. Every piece of chicken has a microchip in it that transfers your location to the Colonel's personal computer. Colonel Sanders launches 5G that causes corona. Like him, like. I know it sounds like it's moving fast, but there's something about him. I like him. I like Jeff's storyline. Colonel Sanders has told you too much about his chicken, and now he must end you. I think that's a better story, right? That would be more compelling. We mean impacting choices like being able to drop out and change identities and forget this ordeal? Not really, because guess what? KFC paid for this, so you're gonna like chicken by the end of this, right? We got to talking after class. He's actually a totally sweet guy, but he's not a guy, he's a robot. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular, he was voted prom king at his school. He didn't even go because he was also the convertible that... What? This sentence doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school. He didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. What? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Yeah. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I'm taking it so slow. No. That's not what that said. Clank was not the convertible. They said that Colonel Sanders was the convertible that he himself rode in. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning. How could that possibly be? He's the most famous person? Yeah, Autobot style. I like that. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. This is like Doki Doki Literature Club, where we slowly dive deeper and deeper into a crazy psyche. Now that would be phenomenal. And that's where I want it to go, but that's totally not where this is going. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. What does that mean? You have an idea about how to prove that your love is for real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he choose me? Why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Oh, why would I spill the beans like that? Oh, that was such a bad move. Secret ingredient? Yeah, like I just said, a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? That was a mistake, me. El Jefe, a mistake. Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden while I was wandering. You just wander around alone on your summer vacations? He told me about his passion for spices, secret spices. Oh, it's going to be the, who's supposed to be the bad guy, Willy Wonka? It's going to be that situation. The man gave me some to show me what he meant. And he said it was a powder created from super duper dry rare flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Did he offer you cocaine? Is that what just happened there? What is going on with this game? Yeah, I would love to mod this game. You could mod the hell out of this. This would be ridiculous. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, they are definitely implying that she's a drug smuggler. Slugworth. Thank you, Slugworth. But that is not what's happening right here. They're implying that she is a drug smuggler. This is shocking to me. This is shocking to me that they would even do this, that KFC would allow this. Yeah, powdered flowers. Shocking. Is she offering me some now? What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No way am I spilling the beans. Colonel Sanders would kill me in an instant and make me into chicken. Fried El Jefe. Yeah, I'm making up a fake one, dude. Yeah, I'm under NDA. No way. I don't know. How about... Do I get to name it? Oh, come on. That would have been so much better if I had been able to name it. It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potent, but what can you do? Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably thumb typing? Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yes! On a horse! But the music sort of changed. You missed an opportunity. They missed an opportunity. This is so ridiculous. All right, well, which should we choose? Come on, guys. I agree. Should have been riding a giant chicken. That would have been. Stand back. Should I admire him or run to him? Run to him. Run to my colonel. Surely he'll sweep you on the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. Why did you guys pick this game? Again, no, I did it to myself. I agree. I did it to myself. Oh my god, did I just die? Oh, it would have been so much better if I died. Ah, the void is a missed opportunity. There should be like biscuits and like so much more here. Oh, the ghost has sent me a message. It's important that we remember this exactly as he says it. If you forget the world could end, okay, closer to Cthulhu. But a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is? I think your guys are right. Oh. An eldritch truth. I know. He has no shoulders because of... Remember he was in that pose where he's like, yeah. And the... Yeah, anyway. Oh, jeez. You wake up to find Colonel Sanders tending you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? All right, choice time. Which one is it, guys? Compliment the craftsmanship of the horse's shoes, or lean in for a kiss? Can't kiss yet? I agree. Too early for the kiss. The kiss is the end. I have to play hard to get. Don't you guys get it? Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. One thing's for sure, the Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. Oh, the hearts. I love the hearts. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears in the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you're in the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van. Van Van was not expelled for, like, poisoning a guy. Ashley and Van Van are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Drat. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? That was a bad pun. All right, so should we tell them to stop acting immature, or act like we're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look? As I twiddle my thumbs. B, option B, act like we're not interested. All right, that's it. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping and try and cover his tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class. You're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Corporate espionage? I agree. Now I've upset them like they weren't upset before. And you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? Yes, I do. I'm not sure you know it. A good meal if it ate you. Okay, that's a great takedown. Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. It doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they're hiding, and you instantly recognize it. Oh, no. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's a strange book you found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been trying to study the book. They've gotten pot pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins in him and he tries to catch them in his mouth. Okay. We're playing. Hee hee. Any further, you're interrupted by the arrival. More students. It's almost time for class. Yeah, that was an annoying little side story. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry. Rolls over Van's meaty foot. Watch it, you bucket of bolts. This is so much click, 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 click. It's enough already. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why do you think you're talking? Who do you think you're talking? You're not even. I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Haha. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. This is getting really old. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. I'm not interested in either of them. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, I don't care. I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Yes, this is a virtual novel. Yes, that is absolutely what's happening right now. I mean, that's what these dating simulators usually are. There's usually not much choice, honestly. Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a presser. He's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing Carl around town. Ha 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 ha. But I'm here now and hope you're ready to learn. We're only on the second day of 3 days. This is a slog, you guys. This is really rough. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Oh, that's legit right there. No, this is day 2, guys. This is day 2. What? Down, boy? Down? Off toppin'! Colonel Sanders is suddenly German? That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking right now. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of our favorite fowl, the chicken. Oh, I'm so shocked that we're going to talk about chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson? Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. Oh, but you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. Yeah, these are legit. This is good VFX. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food out in front of you. They have the same color. Everyone has the same color scheme. This is to ingrate. I mean, there's a chicken here. Like, these are supposed to be kind of feather-like. Like, everything in here should be like subliminally telling you to eat KFC. This appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Oh gosh. It's obviously supposed to be the pepper, right? Josh is going to go to Popeyes to spite Colonel Sanders for making this game. Which one, guys? If you don't choose, I'm going to choose. You're taking a long time. Probably because everybody left the stream because this is just brutal. Pepper. Prep the cupper's pepper stands out from the roses, sparkles in the most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. Your body is not prepared for the heat. Yes, into the void. My friend, no. Annoying guy. Important message. Avenge his death. Fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Oh my gosh. No options. Give me options, please. The prophecy. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I get this. Consciousness. Everyone's staring at me. Oh. I don't care what the dog thinks. I only care about what the colonel thinks. And that's it? That was our lesson? Oh, it's the rivals again. Gosh, darn it. This is really drawn out. Like, I feel like this should be so much shorter. Like, if you're not going to give me choices and make this interesting, making me click through for like an hour or 2 hours is too much. This is ridiculous. I'm just going to start picking ones because this is taking too long. All right. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Yeah. Oh my god, this is just... I'm getting so done with this. Bullshit. They're not choices, and it's not a direction because there's a skip button here, which means my choices didn't make any difference, Josh. She made us grilled cheese, tomato soup, and with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert. All right. What? What's going on here? Huge blast light in your face. Where's timer ready? Here we go. No, nothing's happening. I get it. Yeah, I know. There's a couple endings. Okay. Boil some water potatoes. Think fast. Timer runs down. You'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, I don't know this. Oh darn. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, I agree. Because you also had to read the question. It started when it presented the question, so that was a little unfair from a game designer perspective. Yeah, and I agree. I think it felt like it was going way faster. That's okay, because at 2 hours of streaming this nonsense was enough for me. I think we all got the point of this. So, Advergaming, right? I hope you guys played this since you made me play it. I don't even think I picked one. I think it just I didn't make a choice, so that was wrong. Oh god, the intro. Yeah, that's enough of that. I picked 11 secret ingredients. I got that right. Advergaming is definitely a thing, and right, as a game studio, this company. Oh yeah, it's totally an anime. Yeah. As a game studio, you would not turn down, right? If KFC came to you and offered you, $100,000 to develop their "I Love You, Colonel Sanders," a finger-licking good dating simulator. If they came to you and offered you that, you would definitely do it, right? So, as a designer, you would approach it in a lot of the same ways. However, um, you also kind of shouldn't, right? And we talked a little bit about that at the start, in that the goal of this thing is different. So a game generally, if it's not an advert game, a regular game is made for uh, fun, and ultimately you're hoping that the fun is what will attract other players, and then you'll sell more units. In this case, you don't really care so much about the fun, and you don't care. I mean, you do, but you don't. It still needs to be a good product, right? Your end user needs to enjoy themselves, but the focus of the thing is not the same. You're not trying to sell units, right? This game is free, and KFC's picked up the cost for that. They're saying we're going to pay you to develop this thing. So in that way, you're not really focused on that. Um, so instead, the focus is on whatever it was that KFC was telling them that they wanted their end users to take away from the game. So, um, you know, for the most part, it's going to be a brand, right? So, brand awareness. So, and I mean, when this came out, this was like trending really high on Twitch. So KFC really got their money's worth. So I would assume that a lot of other companies took notice of this. And right, if they could spend $100,000 developing a game versus what it costs to run a commercial package on a major network, during prime time, um, is going to be a lot higher than that. And so I mean, it's harder to quantify, because there's not a lot of right. The marketing impacts is not like they can measure that right away or anything. But I can tell you that other companies definitely took notice of this, and I guarantee you're going to see immediately right after that a bunch of other advert games um, were made. And I think like the Chex one that just came out. That probably I would assume, because I think that one's an MMO. I think that one would have been in development a lot longer. So Sky asks, I wonder how much creative control the studio had. Like, is Pop a character because they had to market to kids? It's difficult to say. I would imagine that in this case, KFC would kind of act like a publisher. So you would probably have set milestones. I doubt they would have dictated something like a character. I instead would imagine they'd have some kind of goal where they'd say, look, like if it was, hey, we want to market to kids, um, there would have been a direct messages about that in the back and forth between them. But I don't think they would dictate the character must be like this. They probably would have um, sent. They would just have talks about it and say, look, we want to market to kids. What are some ideas you have? Please keep that in mind as you move forward. And then when you have your milestone check-ins where you get your payments, right? So if KFC had come to you and said, we're going to give you $100,000 to make this game, they probably would have been 6 months in. We want to see a build of the game and review it and talk about it before we give you, right at the signing of the contract, we're going to give you half the money. So if we're going to give you $50,000 at 6 months in, we'll check where you're at. If we like where we're progressing, then we'll fund the second half and we'll give you the other half of the money. Okay, so they would have influence, but they probably wouldn't dictate something like that. That would be highly unusual for something like that to happen. Although, I mean, I wouldn't say it would never happen, but definitely it would be unusual for them to dictate what's going on. They're not the expert inside of the field, so they would and they would know that, and they would say, look, we just want to accomplish these goals, help us accomplish these goals. That's why they're paying them the money. Anyway, yeah, that's Advergaming. I don't want to play any more advert games, so hopefully we don't do that again. The point I was trying to make before I got a little bit off tangent was that I think you're going to see a bunch of these games come out probably in about another 6 months. Right? Because it takes time to develop these things. So we're gonna get to a point where all these companies saw the success that the I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger looking good dating simulator had, and then they're gonna at after years worth of time, roughly give or take, when those games finish, they're going to start getting released on Steam, and so you're going to see more. Although the uniqueness and the ridiculousness of this one I think that you're going to not see a lot of them again. I think that was pretty much the maximum exposure that you'd get. Yes, I know. I brought it on myself. I'll say that again. And I only brought it on myself because when the first option was mentioned, it was the Chex MMO, and I thought to myself, well, if we're gonna play an advert game, let's play the most successful advert game, so you guys can see a game that accomplished its goals correctly. Can we list Civ 6 again? I guess we could, as long as everybody got it. Hopefully, you all went and got it. Because is it for free forever, or was it a limited time free one? Yeah, I would like to play it again too. It definitely has some differences from Civ 5. Yeah, so limited. Is it over already? Ooh, I think it is still free. I think you could still go get it. Try and go get it. Those of you that didn't get it yet, try and go get it. And if it's, maybe we could play it anyway. That would be a good. It would be a good one to play. It's it's a masterpiece in sort of the just one more thing to do, and the mini goals, the micro goals that you set out for players. Oh, did it end like 2 days ago? Dang, darn it. All right, so cool. The other thing I'll just say that I will set up the vote again, and the free game, the Epic game out right now is a Borderlands pack, Borderlands 2 with a couple other things, so we can include that one, and I'll put that in the vote as well. Okay, cool. Okay, although I will say also again, the AAA games are less useful for us to play because they don't have as many flaws. Yeah. Flawed games are easier for us to talk about. Multiplayer, no, I don't think so. Because I'd rather we focus and talk about the design and like, I'm assuming you mean Borderlands. Does Borderlands 2 has multiplayer? Where I'd want to stop and talk about things. And you guys would be more focused on playing than you would be on us talking about the design. So I don't know. I kind of don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe we'll try it at some point. Okay, so I've streamed for way longer than I thought I was going to today because I thought this game was really short, but apparently it's very long. Cool. So I hope you guys had some fun, and I hope you got some thought out about it, some design thoughts as we went along, and you kind of understand the basics of an advert game and the differences of how and why it's made. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So had fun. I know this was a pretty ridiculous one. Like I said, I brought it on myself. Each day was an hour of gameplay. It felt that way. Okay, and yeah, so those of you that are in the summer class, that's going to start on Monday, and I will see a lot of you guys there. All right, bye guys. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend.